So our calculator is really useful when we want to calculate normal distributions. And we can calculate our probability in two ways. We can either make a drawing of our normal distribution, or we can just calculate the value. So let's look at how we do this. So if we have a normal distribution with a mean of 5 and a standard deviation of 2, if I want to find the probability that my x value is between 3 and 7, then what we're looking for is the area under the curve from 3 to 7. So the way we do this, all right, so my calculator, I've got a graph in here, so I'm going to clear everything out first of all, and I'm going to turn off my plots. And when I think about a normal distribution, I know that my values are going to be around my mean. So I'm looking from 3 to 7. So my x values, maybe I'll go from 0 to 10 in this case. And my y values, those are a little bit more of a guessing game. I'm going to start by looking at -1 to 5. And now let's calculate my normal distribution. So I'm going to go into my distributions, so that's second vars. And now I'm going to go over to draw. So I'm going to shade a normal distribution. And now this is really handy. It's asking for my lower bound. My lower bound was 3. And now I can say that let's slide this over a bit. My upper bound is the 7. My mean value is 5. My sigma value is 2. And I can pick my color. So let's go with green just to be different from what it was before. Now I'm going to say draw. And I can see that I picked a very bad scale for my y. So this looks like it hardly goes up at all. So I'm going to go back to my window, and when I change my window, now I'm going to go -0.1, and that looked really super low. So I'm going to try maybe 0.25. If I go back to graph, my picture has disappeared. So I'm going to go back to quit. Notice that when I did that shade norm, it filled that in. So I can just go up and highlight again, and now hit enter. And this is a much nicer picture. But the picture doesn't actually matter. What matters are my values down here. So I'm going to make this bigger so we can see it. So what my calculator is telling me is that the probability that it was between 3 and 7 is 68.3%. So looking at the nice picture doesn't matter as much as getting this actual answer. So we see the 68.3%. Trying to get the right window, though, is often annoying. So another way we can do it is to go and use norm CDF command. The way that we do that is I go back into my distributions, and now I do norm CDF. Sometimes I don't know why it'll do this. It gives you this command. It doesn't give us all our nice inputs, so I'm going to clear everything out and just do that again. So distribution, norm CDF, and now it gives me my inputs that I like to see. So I know my lower was 3, my upper was 7, my mean value was my 5, and my standard deviation was 2. And now I hit enter, and I get the same answer.